hello, hello. Looks like we have iron ration. Iron ration. Well, I'm gonna need some help with that one. Okay.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
you guys. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So does it sound like something's rubbing against the microphone if I go like this?
Yeah, it actually sounded good right when you came on.
What about
I had to
now?
do that. Sounds
You
about the
don't hear
same.
that? Okay, good, because I got the sound coming through my ears, but hopefully the microphone's coming through the phone. Um,
Ah,
and
I wish
it
I knew
won't
what
rub it.
that setting was.
Yeah, I found out recently, thanks to someone in the chat telling me. You go into audio and
Okay.
you press the audio button, and there's a little box. Press the little box. You've got some options, and then press what audio you want. So you got to be connected to your Bluetooth, which is why I had to go out and then connect to my Bluetooth and then come back in, and then you press the Bluetooth headset, and a boom, or the earpiece or whatever it's connected. You press that, and that is it.
Oh,
And
okay,
by
so
19
that's
live
the.
streams, and I find out on one.
There you go. Yeah, I have the audio come through my earbuds, but it uses the mic from the earbuds too, and I can't figure out how to make it use any other mic unless I plug in my lavalier mic, but it doesn't work well. I don't know,
Yeah,
it's
so
weird.
that's why I was wondering if you could hear the rubbing of my body against the headphones, because I
Oh,
wasn't sure whether it was coming through the mic of the headphones or the mic of the phone.
I do not hear any rubbing, and actually, we're going to try it and see if it works for me.
Yep.
Okay, detective, come on. Okay.
And sorry, I've only got an hour to give you this morning. I've got to go to hydrotherapy. I've got to get ready.
Oh, that's okay.
You know, they all like to stay the whole time and chat and pick. Don't like life to get in the way of my life sport, but fuck it, sometimes it happens. Alright, need some picks here. Alright, grab some picks, grab some blocks. Picking some blocks.
Okay, that's the other mic. How's that sound?
Yeah, there's still some fuzzy at the end of your word, your sentence,
Try that.
but it's nowhere near as intense as with just the earbuds.
Okay, so it's a little bit better. I'll take it.
Yep. Look, it took me ages to work out mics and why my mic wasn't working properly and changing things and stuff. You know, don't
Yeah,
expect to have a perfect stream for the first 10 of them.
there you go. Well, we got some goodies today. We got a
Oh,
package
awesome.
from some winnings. Yep, it's a giveaway from Rock Picking Hippie, so I won that. And then I got
Nice.
this from Covert Instruments. So this is the one I really want to open right here.
Is that the
Let's
new
see.
Reaper?
It is the Riz.
Oh, the Riz.
Yep, which is the Reaper Profiles in a folding pixel.
Yeah.
It's all the Reaper profiles, but it's just a
Oh,
folder.
nice. Nice. Okay, check your settings. We've got people in the chat. We've got
Hey, we got Natsu's here.
how much
Tequila
time
Dave.
is on your thing? You're up.
Uh,
Your time's up. You're being fashionably late like the lady likes tonight.
So we got Tequila Dave is here. Dots Locks is here. Wolfgang should be joining us shortly. He's just getting himself set up. Yeah, we're going to try out this pick today, see how this does, because I'm very interested to see how that McNally set's going to work out, because I have that on the way
Yeah.
too. It'll be here on Friday.
Cool. Yeah. Are you live now? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, g'day everyone. How's it going?
Yes, we are live.
Rockin' and rollin' on W2OY Ray.
Alright, let's check this out.
Got locks. G'day, mate. Haven't seen you around for before. What's that you got? They look nice.
This is one of the locks from the lock picking hippie giveaway.
Oh, very nice. That'll old.
That is an oldie.
Can we have a closer up? Bring it closer to the camera. Look at that detail on the face.
A little Keystone, which is actually kind of cool because I live in Pennsylvania, which is the Keystone State.
Ah. Oh, that's stunning. I've not seen one like that before.
It's a
That's
warded lock.
absolutely beautiful.
We'll give that a pick later on. It certainly is a warded lock tequila.
Oh, yeah.
Then we got some 3D printed stuff.
No worries,
New
TD.
tray.
Understand it's a school night.
Alright, let's pick something.
Yeah, let's pick something.
This is what I want to pick here today. I just got this one in the mail yesterday. It is an ASA Twin Combi, but I took out the
Ooh.
finger pins so that I could try out just the barrel spools, see how I do.
Yeah.
Let's give her a shot.
So I'm going to start off with me lovely warm up. Me Abus 58292 D.
All right, good evening.
C series. Hey, kid.
Hey, Wolfgang.
Do you like being called Wolfgang, or do you like being called Wolf? What's
It's fine. Whatever you like.
Because us Aussies, we always shorten something, you know that. You'll end up with a nickname if you hang around us too often.
Not a problem. So let's see. I see, Ray, you're already going at that combi over there. Are you trying to open it?
That is the plan.
Okay.
May I'll be the below purple belt representation on the
Yeah, I was a purple belt up until maybe a month ago. I'm still purple.
Oh, really? You jumped from purple to black.
Technically I'm only still red. I have the locks picked for black. I just need to finish up the extracurriculars, the 2 quests.
Okay. Seems like it's a little bit involved to get you black like this. It's not just a matter of picking the locks. Is that right?
That is correct. That is correct. Yeah, so I have to. I got to make 5 handmade lock picks, and then I have to
5.
impression a key. Yep. And then I have to impression a key for this lock here.
Oh, not that one. Oh no.
Yeah.
You serious with me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
The
5-pin.
M15. Yeah, the
Yep.
M15. Have fun with that.
Well, so far I've had no luck. Let's put it that way. So I've talked to Picksmith, and he's given me some advice, and we're going to give it another go this week. Well, this weekend.
I've got a playlist on my channel called Impressioning. Funny that. Impressioning a key or impressioning, one of those. And on that has got people's videos who've done tutorials and stuff on impressioning. And one of the series of tutorials that I've got on there is from Rubber Band. You all know who Rubber Band is, do we? The inventor of the really solid, nuggety impressioning handle, and a locksmith and toolmaker extraordinaire, and mate, he can impression anything. His impressioning skills are mad. And he's done quite a few tutorials for us because we've all asked him a heap of questions. As you do when you see someone do something effortlessly, you think, well, how did you do that? So there's quite a few videos on my channel about impressioning and the tips and stuff.
Well, I'm definitely going to check it out because I definitely need help. So
yeah,
I just hope
so they're just a good reference to go back to and go, oh, okay. This is this, this is that, you know. There's also tips from David Owen there, and you know, all the biggies.
Good. I appreciate that, and I will definitely check it out before I go digging in, because I've burned 3 keys so far. I have, I think, 9 more tries before I have to start ordering more.
Ooh, yeah. Wolfgang, what you picking, mate?
Yeah, I'm picking a Ruko 500 with 4 gins,
Oh,
1 paper pin. Yeah.
True.
I picked
so you're the man to ask.
Yeah, I picked this one this morning. I did my victory lap on Discord, telling everyone.
Awesome.
What a great job I did.
Yeah.
And right now, the thing is, I just can't hear what I'm picking right now because I have my headset on, so this will be a difficult one. A good giveaway is, though, there's one great giveaway here from the lock, is that when you try to pick the gin, it gives you a loud click noise, but also makes the driver a little bit springy, so you can actually feel when it's picked. I just need to concentrate real hard here. That's the problem.
Yeah. Good luck trying to concentrate on a live stream.
Yeah, it's hard, yeah.
I can pick my Ruko, my classic, my little classic Ruko with the sleeve and the gins. I can pick it to a point of everything seized, binded up. You can't move, no one moves. And I read, I have been reading the stuff on Discord about people giving tips on picking gins. And they said that once you actually get to that stage where everything's bound up, that's actually the good stage. And
it is, yes.
It's just a process of loosening the tension off and just doing lots of jiggle along, and then you might get it. But yeah, I could always just get it to that stage and not out. So now I know that completely bound up state of the lock, it means that everyone's in the milling. Whereas I thought that I'd broken the lock and done something wrong.
No, definitely not.
To get it so seized up. But yes,
so the thing is, when it seizes up, just one thing maybe tip there or a suggestion. So when you reach that stage, if you can get that far, that's like, let's say the beginning of picking this lock, because after that you'll have to figure out the binding order of the lock. And when it comes to gins, the binding order is the hard part. You need to keep in mind which gin you already picked. If you can't remember, just write it down somewhere,
Right.
keep notes or whatever. That
Yep.
helps. I did that the first time I picked this one. And once you have that information, and you're certain that you picked the gin, you can just basically methodically go through each gin and just pick everything. And get an
Okay,
open.
so I have to really learn binding order for the first time, as well as gins for the first time, as well as a sleeve in a lock for the first time. Wow, this Rico is a lot of firsts. I can see why it's a purple step. It's the step up into the next level.
This was
Right,
my first
Go
Go
Oh,
ahead.
what you got? Is that the Asa?
It is an ASA 600 with gins. That was my first gin lock.
Does that have a sleeve like the Rico? Like, they're not
Nope.
all the same, are they? They don't all have a
No, this
sleeve.
one's counter mill. This one has counter milling.
So has this Ruko, classic Ruko, I think it's a 500, I'm not sure, does that have... It does have countermilling, doesn't it? As well as a sleeve,
has
or
a
is it
s-
just the sleeve?
Well, the top of the plug is milled off so that it's flat, and then the sleeve comes up around it, so it leaves an empty spot where the sleeve is flat like this, and then the
Yeah.
sleeve comes up over it. So instead of counter milling, it has that space between the top of the plug and the sleeve.
Yeah, that explains it. Okay, I can visualize that more now and know what the pin's doing inside the lock. This is cool. So Ray,
Yes, ma'am.
the pick you've just got in your mail, what's that called?
Yes.
again?
It is
The
called
Riz?
the Riz.
So is that the hybrid of the Riv Pick and something else, or is that the new improved Riv Pick? What is?
Okay,
why is
so
that? Because it looks the
the
same.
the old one has the Genesis profiles in it, and this one is the new one, and it has the Reaper profiles. I can get the thing before. There we go. So the Reaper profiles, the ones that Lady Locks has been messing with for a couple months.
Oh yeah,
That's
the
the
McNally
profiles.
stuff.
Yep, that's the profiles that are in here, the McNally's.
Oh, so there's more than one pick in that lock. So it's more like a jackknife, a thin jackknife.
It is. Yep, there's 5.
I'd be interested to know after you've played with it for a while what you think of those profiles.
Yep, I'm gonna give it a good rundown over the next couple of days, and then on Friday the Reaper should be here. So actually, let's try. I'm gonna try out the one that everybody's talking about right now,
Which is,
the Tickler.
which one's the ticket? Oh,
That's the one with the zip technique. Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, let me go solo so you can see it. Not solo. Exit solo. Me solo. There we go. Get something dark. There we go. You see the top there, there's like the pick tip, and then there's a little sharp bump in the middle.
it's a notch.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like a halfway, like a spoon, but then you have that bump halfway. Okay, that's an
Yeah.
interesting one. So you can
Yeah, we're
basically
gonna-
zip, rake, and pick at the same time. Is this possible?
Yeah. So that's the kind of the plan, I think, is the hybrid pick. So go in and zip it once or twice to set a couple of pins, and then go in with the tip to clean up the pins that you didn't get.
You know what? You should definitely try that out on cheaper locks, like really cheap ones first. I really will want to see how fast you can open stuff with that.
We're grabbing some master locks right now.
Uh,
Grab some master locks and some brinks. Brinks. Another brinks. Another brinks.
G'day, Newhouse. Congratulations on your 1K, mate. Awesome.
Oh, you made it!
Yeah, you made it.
Oh,
You made
awesome.
it a couple of days ago. No, Tuesday. My Tuesday. No, my Wednesday. I don't know. A couple of days or yesterday. One of those.
That's really good to hear.
Hey, Lady Locks, welcome in.
Ooh. Okay. Let's do this one. We got some cheaper locks. We got an ace, master lock, and a few brinks. Hey, Lady Locks is here. We're going to give the tickler a try.
Just want to catch up on the chat. Say g'day to the people that are here. We got Creation, Tequila Day, Dots Locks, Wolfgang is on screen. Tequila Dave, still kicking. Lock Chuck, not Lock Chunk. Acknowledge South 4, searching for tone. Coffee gone wrong. It's going right this morning, mate. I've got it organised. And we've got New House, a Lock and Key. Lady Locks has rocked up, and we are up to date. So welcome in, everyone. Good to see you all. New faces and regulars. Whoa, we got an open. Ha-ha!
Oh, nicely done. Is that an Abus? What is that?
Yeah,
This
this is the
a
Avis.
brinks. Oh, her Avis.
Yeah, that's the Avis 58 292D C series. A lovely little beauty. LPD sent it to me.
Oh, it's a CA83. Yeah, nice. Is that with the new pinning or the old? Is there an N somewhere in the end? No, I don't see. Okay.
No N. No N's.
Those got recently. Go ahead.
Looks like it's got 2015 written there, like NUC and 1303 2 dots 2015 or 2015. Not sure if that's a date or another reference number. I can't read. Is this German? Not sure.
It definitely is German.
Oh, my German from high school is a little bit rusty.
Well,
it's a lovely lock to pick. It's such fun.
I believe that's an orange belt, the one without the new pinning. Correct?
Oh, that's good to know. Because there was a stage where I couldn't pick any orange belt locks. I tried to go from white to blue, and I couldn't do it because I was stuck on the orange belt locks. So,
we got Nola saying he needs my lunch money. So what did I do now, Nola?
ha!
What do I do now? Do Southward do 20,000s? I do not believe that they do. Not that I'm aware of, anyway.
But with the the 0.02 tolerance in metals with the thicknesses, a 23 thou could be a 22 thou.
Well, we got the master lock open with just zipping and wiggling around with the tickler.
Yeah, well, those things should just fall open when they see a McNally pick, so I'm not surprised.
Okay, according to Discord, anyone seen using the Riz pick has to give up their lunch money. Really, no. What if instead of using the Riz pick, I was using 2 Riz picks? Do I get to keep my lunch money then?
Then you're in debt for the next day's lunch money, mate.
You're like, no, you have to give them your lunch money for the whole week now.
Yeah, because you're showing off.
Yeah, I see. That's the thing. I was only going to get one, but then I thought, because I have like my beater, Slim Pickens, that I carry around with me. It has a handcuff key on it. I usually have other keys on it. It's just like the one that I beat up on, and then I have the really nice one. They're an engraved one.
Ah, yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm planning on expanding it and putting both of the picks in. We'll see how that works out. I'm pretty sure you should be able to fit them both because they give you extra hardware like posts and spacers and all that stuff. So I think you should be able to fit it in there. That way you could have both picks instead of just the one.
Cool. It's good that you can make your own sets. I've rotated it. It's good that you can make your own sets.
Actually, the person that I should thank for these things is Lady Lux, because these rope picks, or the Riz picks, and the Reaper that's coming on Friday are the winnings from her 5,000 subscriber giveaway.
Ah, awesome.
Yep,
And you've got
I got
two
it.
other lots
I
of
won.
winnings there.
Yep, I won, and then I just kind of sat on it and said, you know what? I just want to sit and wait till they put out the new stuff, and then I'll get stuff then. So that's what I did. Tequila Dave, I'm lucky enough to own a Mad Bob carbon fiber jackknife that lives in his EDC. I'm trying to think of what the Mad Bob looks like.
It's just a really nice looking jackknife with the carbon fiber scales. Yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah, because Mad Bob's pretty much was out of business before I started picking, so.
Yeah, he was probably in business about 6 months before when I started, and then maybe a year, and then it was it's probably about 6 months worth of telling people that it was going dark. I guess because you can still get Mad Bob stuff. It's all just moved to a different part of the world in Rocksport.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was maybe Easter time. I reached out to them on um, Facebook, and I asked him. I was like, "Hey, are you guys ever gonna like come back and start selling and making stuff again?" And he was like, "Actually, a couple times a year, I'll make a small limited run of stuff and sell it." So he's not like out of business. He's just in like limited business.
Yeah, because he used to get swamped.
Which I believe, because those ergo terminals of his, those waves, those are really cool.
Noel was getting ready to ride out that storm. Mate, geez, the build-up is huge, isn't it? Talk about stress. At least it gives you time to put away all the loose stuff and tie the car down and do all that sort of stuff. Do you tie your car down? Is that something you do there? Do you tie your car down when a hurricane's coming?
Well,
Yeah, Tequila Dave's puppy, Quagmire. Is it your puppy doing it? Or is Quagmire a cat? I think Quagmire's your cat, isn't it? Yes. Started a signal chat on his phone. Paw print didn't match your fingerprint. Why not? My mother-in-law's black cat. She's a clever thing. A few years ago, before she started exhibiting dementia, she actually she put in an application to go to Sydney Uni to become a vet. So that was interesting because we didn't know how that happened. It just came up on the mother-in-law's phone that her application was incomplete and rah rah rah. And her mum's go, what? Who's put in an application to Sydney Uni? It was the cat. So that was a hint that she wasn't happy at home and some things needed changing. So I walked in there and modified some things, and she's a happy cat again. No more applying for positions in the state.
I know exactly what we're going to try.
Yes, cat. You adopted an elderly black cat. Awesome. We adopted a 10-month-old black cat on the weekend named Winston.
All right.
I found out that black cats are the least adopted cats. There's still that black cat superstition and stuff going around in this day and age, and they are discriminated against. So, yeah, you can never adopt a black cat. It's a good thing.
Okay, so I messed with the tickler, and for hybrid picking, it works really good. I did get some opens by just zipping. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into the bottom of the keyway, tilt it back a little bit, and then zip out. I was able to get it open a couple times that way, but it seems like the bread and butter, the way it works the best is to go in, zip it once, and then go back in and pick whatever 2 pins were left, because it was like 1 or 2 pins that were left was all that was left. So that seems to be the freaking ticket with this thing.
Can it do something with spools?
Give it a zip and then go back in and get the last pin or 2 that's left.
But what about spools?
These ones here have spools in, I think 1 and 2 or just 2. I can't remember where the spools are in these, but these do have spools in them, and I was able to get both of them open that way by zipping and then picking the last 2 pins.
Yeah, it looks like a hybrid between the Nessie, the I just would call it the notch pick because I've got one well before it was called the monkey paw, and the one that the other one was called the one that Lockheed put out first started with a B, and then Sparrows changed the name of it. The name eludes me at the moment. Someone will remember. Someone's got a better memory than me for names in the chat. It looks like a combination of all those three ideas of picks, yeah, and all those ideas are being put into the one pick. I really like, in the scoop pick, I really like that it has that, like that little scoop after the tip, so that you can get right under the low pins with it as well. Yeah, no car's getting tied down in the hurricane. Yeah, the hog snout and to kill. The Medusa. No, it wasn't the Medusa. No, not the Medusa. Lockheed called it something with a B. I'm wondering if it's the Medusa. Oh, it's bugging me now. I'm going to get my pick out. Oh, where are they kept? Yeah. Yep, it's the Medusa. Yeah. Wolfgang's focusing.
Okay, indeed. I also brought something new to the stream. So Moki just came out with these new Ajax rounded hooks. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with these.
No.
So these are similar to the what are those called? The flat hooks. Wait a second. The Ajax flat hooks, which are like this. We grab those as well. There we go. So these are brand new. The ones in white. So these have a round profile, and these are especially designed for Assa and Ruko. So picking those types of locks. And these are still 0.5 millimeter, so like 20 thou in wideness. Yeah, I really like them, so I use them to pick this Ruko today. So definitely,
that's what you actually use for it.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite picks that he makes. Is his extra flats. Those are my favorites.
I was very proud when I DM'd him and told him, hey, I used your picks to pick this Ruko. And he told me, yeah, he specifically designed these types of Ajax picks to pick locks like those.
Oh.
That's awesome.
That's great to get that feedback, to know that, you know, what you envisioned for your pick is actually doing it out in the public.
Definitely.
That'd be a great feeling.
I was going to order whenever he came back online, but I don't know. I'm trying to decide what picks I'm going to make for my black belt, and I was thinking about making, because my plan was to order his ACAB picks and then the extra rounds. But the more I thought about my black belt quest, I'd kind of like to make my own ACAB picks for my quest. So I kind of put it on hold for a little bit. Actually, I think I have one right here that I started.
So what
It's right here.
what steel are you thinking of using for your picks? Are you gonna buy some steel, some blanks from a company, or get your own metal?
Yep, I actually bought from the last time I ordered from Moki. I got some 0.6 millimeter blanks from him. So I have some 23,000s 301 high yield.
Yep.
There's my first ACAB right there.
Nice.
Yeah, it still needs some work. It was my first attempt, so.
Still good. Like, you haven't discovered any of the steel, which is always a good sign that you're taking your time and you're being careful. Because you don't want to overheat the steel.
So what I wanted to comment on those blanks from Moki. So I never seen those like sold out. So I don't think many people buy them, but they are definitely very useful in my opinion. So his picks, I believe Moki only sells like 0.5 millimeter ones, and the blanks you can get them from 0.4 millimeter up to 0.6. So it's a pretty good deal there, and they are quite cheap.
Yeah, it wasn't that expensive at all. It was only, I don't know, maybe $12 or $15, something like that, for 10 of them. They were real cheap. Okay.
Well, they always have as sold out all those metal that you can use to bend and create your own tension tools.
Oh yeah.
It's always a good idea to have someone on hand when dealing with a new lock.
Does anyone know what sort of metal is being used for tension tools? Because we're pretty familiar with the metal for the picks, but we never really talk about the metal for the tension tools. We've got our typical wiper blade stuff, but that's pretty dodgy at times. They'll often snap on you as you're trying to form it.
The only company that I know of that tells you what they use for their tension tools is Bare Bones.
Yep.
Because Bare Bones uses 301 high yield for their turners as well. So.
Yep. Yeah, Bare Bones are really transparent. You can ask him anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the only one now that I think about it.
Dot Locks would like to know, does anyone know, does COVID Instruments ship to the UK?
I believe that they do not.
Tequila Dave remembers the conversation we had with Rob, said that they're looking for a UK European distribution. Yeah, that's a distribution, but do they sell to the UK? That's the question.
I'm trying to think if it is Covert Instruments or if it is Jimmy Long's that doesn't sell to the UK. Oh, Moki doesn't sell to the UK. Moki doesn't sell to the UK. Yeah, I think it's Moki.
They ship to the UK. Yep, they do.
Yep, if that's the case, go buy yourself a Reaper because they're pretty fun. I've actually been messing with these profiles. I messed with so basically what you got in this thing is you have a low flat, you have the tickler, and then you have a short flat. So, but they're all three of those have basically the same amount of lift if you lay them down. They all have basically the same amount of lift. And then you have a medium and or a medium round and a medium flat. So you basically have 3 shorts and two mediums. And here's super delicate. Let me try this one. Rock.
Yeah, Tequila Dave says they do a bulk run for everyone in the UK. So it's just one wallet shipping. Which is a good idea. So that's what the Aussies do. They do a bulk order.
Brett Suck says, don't get the rib and pick a lot of euros. Well, it's good that they released this nice thin version.
Everyone concentrating.
That's exactly. Keela Dave said Covert Instruments might do a Black Friday thing, which I think they do that every year. But
not necessarily. They have 2 sales a year. I'm not sure if one of them is the Black Friday one.
yes, I kind of remember it last year being Black Friday, but I can't remember. But I'm guessing that they'll either release the Apex before or probably after the sale, I would think, if they do that.
Yeah, you wouldn't release your new picks during a sale. You would want them to be a standalone.
I would think they would do it after if they're going to do a sale. I tell you, they look pretty sharp though.
Awesome. I'm so glad we're getting some innovation in picks, and tensioners commercially. I like the look of the tensioners. Lady Locks was talking about that. There's got a cutout on them and stuff. It makes life a lot easier. It's like, oh yeah, they would be on my wish list.
Yeah, I can't wait to
You
get
can
my
have,
hands on those things.
yeah, you can never have too many tensioners. Just what works in one lock might not be the thing for another lock. You just got to have a variety. And before I got myself some Ziploc cases, mate, I'd go through some tensioners. Those things would just fall out because I take my pick everywhere I go. If I had, some time to spare and wait for something, I'd be picking. And yeah, I'd lose them all the time in the car at places. They just fall out and you don't know it.
Well, it definitely happens. I pretty much carry this one. This is the one I carry with me here. And this one. 2 jackknives.
The jackknife that I like the look of is the Southern Specialties one, purely because of its locking mechanism. It seems like the best locking mechanism for people with hand issues, finger issues, so that you don't have to turn a little knurled nut. It's just an arm. Drop an arm down and it locks it. It would seem a lot easier to manipulate and to tighten than other methods. I think because nuts have come loose and there's been lots of issues with the nuts.
That's the one thing that I like the most about the Swick is that it has no lock.
How does it lock
has
in?
just like it has like a spring steel tension arm down here. So you pull them all out, you choose which one you want, you push it out, and then you put the rest of them together, and then it'll snap down into place.
Right, so it's similar to like a pocket knife.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly how this one works, and then the Moki is pretty similar. The Moki
it doesn't
exactly
have a turning nut as well.
Yeah, it's exactly like a pocket knife. It actually has a little button on the back.
For
you
the
press
release.
right here to release the tension.
Yep.
You just decide which one you want out. Put it out. Put the rest of them back in. And then whenever you're done, you press the back and it'll fold back up.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like the profiles that Moki picked for those jackknives of his. So the original from Wendt, I believe, that's the German company that makes those jackknives. They have like more of a rake set inside, while in contrast to that, the Moki one has these nice hooks and deep hooks, and only 2 rakes from what I remember. But it's definitely better for like high security stuff, in my opinion, than the Wendt edition.
Yep, that is definitely correct.
Also, the metal is better quality, so it's 301 stainless steel, high yield stainless steel. In contrast to, I believe Wendt is using spring steel, from what I remember, German spring steel.
1095 spring, yep.
So Wendt's doing the same as what, a multi-pick?
I'm not sure. I think Multipick is using 401. I'm not sure.
Yep, Multipick uses 420 stainless. They
Right.
call it spring steel, but I'm not sure why. It's been tested, and it's definitely 420 stainless.
Hey, g'day Ryan, welcome in, mate.
Hey, Bumpy's here. How's it going, Bump? Bumpy
Oh,
Bones.
g'day Bumpy. Unhinged Lockpickers rocked up as well.
Let's open some gems to boost my confidence.
Oh, nice.
I struggled with the barrels because every lock that has barrels in it pretty much has a variety that has gins. So whenever I look, oh, there's an ASA 500. Well, I want it with gins. Oh, there's an ASA 600. I want it with gins. And so everything that I've gotten all has gin spools. And this is the very first lock that I've gotten that has barrels in it. And I am not exactly sure how to deal with them. Not yet.
Yeah, the barrel ones, I mean, I have the Rukos. There are like 2 Rukos here that have 5 barrels, and there's the Ruko 600 with 6 barrels. They are kind of a bit of a pain to pick. What I get there is basically like a very solid. What's that called? When you try to pick them, you pick them into these small serrations or threading that's inside the chamber of the pin stack, and it just get stuck in there. You just can't tickle it out of there.
That is exactly what the problem is.
I know that Artichoke 2000 brought out some awesome graphic visual videos on how to pick those things.
Yeah, definitely. It's just a question of training yourself to pick them. They are a real pain to deal with, to be honest. I bent like 2 or 3 picks on those barrels.
Ooh, that's not nice if they're a pick eater.
Well, they are kind of like a tease when you start picking them. They kind of move a little bit, but then they get stuck again.
Yeah.
And that's where you lose your picks.
Yep, because you're maintaining what? Heavy tension? Or just any tension? So just any tension could make it eat your pick.
Yeah.
Because of that getting stuck section.
Yeah, those are like I don't know how they are called, like you have a fast car, you know, running straight on the streets, and you have these bumpers placed by the police or the city or whoever.
Yep.
And your car jumps every time you hit them. And then in the end, you end up with a wreckage.
Yeah, flat tires, all the rest. In jar. Keith, g'day mate, welcome in.
There's the 600 with gins. He's done.
Oh, nice.
So let's try. This is the twin combi, but it's basically a 600 with gins now because I took the finger pins out. So we'll see how it goes. I may end up having to take a pin or 2 out and try it with maybe three pins in it to see if I can get it open. Kind of progressively pin it in a rapid fashion.
Okay. That's number 1 picked. Just trying to count all the gins here.
Well, lads, I'm going to have to rock and roll. That's my time done. Time to go get ready for high drive. But I will be listening in the background and hopefully being able to participate in chat once I'm long here. It's been a lot of fun.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Enjoyed.
Yep. Thank you so much for coming, P-Dubs. I appreciate it. You have a safe morning.
Yep, we'll do. I've enjoyed starting my day with some picking. It's a great way to start the day. It creates the happy feeling for the rest of the day, I find. So thank you very much for the opportunity, Ray, and good to be with you again, Wolfgang.
Yeah, you too as well. Take care.
See you, P-Dubs. So let's see if we can get this stinking thing open.
This Ruko doesn't want to give in just yet.
Mine doesn't. It's fighting me something fierce.
Definitely puts up a fight.
I mean, so far, I was messing with it right before the live stream, and I felt a tiny bit of core movement. Other than that, I felt nothing out of this. No movement whatsoever.
Is that the one with the barrels?
Yep.
Oh boy.
So basically, we're just gonna pick the crap out of it until we get everything into the. Well, you know what? I wonder how much of a false set you get picking it into the milling. Probably not that much, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, you don't even like the thing is when you pick them in. If you're lucky, you can feel the core movement a little bit, but that's it. But
maybe that's what I felt earlier.
Yeah, but you can't really see it like visually.
Well, let's sit down and get comfortable. This one might take a while.
Yeah. I mean, there could be like other manufacturers maybe making barrels that might have bigger lips or something like that. That could give you like a false set or something similar.
Okay.
There's a possibility. I'm not sure. I don't know all the locks out there.
Me neither. I mean, I've been focusing pretty much on ASA stuff and Goal lately. It's kind of been my two go-tos. I have been looking for a rover though.
A rover, or what is that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been looking for one. I haven't found one yet. So I guess that's kind of like the little brother to like the Twin 6000 or the Twin V10.
Okay, now I'm at the tricky part where I need to find that last binder. And finding binders for gins, do you have any tips how to do that?
Well, it will. The jiggle test works for gins, same as it does for like regular pins. You'll get that tiny bit of spring.
Okay, so you crank up the tension,
exactly.
And then you
crank it up.
Jiggle.
Yep, give them the jiggle. You'll get a tiny bit of spring.
So I watched Bat's video as well, and he was talking about one of these techniques where you can detect the binder by just releasing the tension a little bit, like when you're trying to float halfway, and then you basically press on the pin, and if you see the core moving inside the body, then there's a good sign that you're striking a gin, which is already in the counter milling. The only problem that I have with this technique is that I can only feel the ones that are in the front, only those spins. The ones in the back don't seem to cause any movement, which is interesting.
That is weird.
Yeah. Maybe I already picked them, that's why.
I usually keep pretty good track of which ones I've set and which ones I haven't. At least I try to. Problem is that I have one in particular that will have me chasing my tail for half an hour trying to get it open.
Well, definitely. It's so funny how this works. When you're picking like low-level locks or standard security locks, you don't think about the order at which you're picking or which pin you pick. At least I don't. But now, when I'm picking these high security ones, I just need to keep track of what pin I picked and what is still there that I haven't touched.
Yep, that is a fact. Like, this is the one that has me chasing my tail all the time. This is the ASA 700. It has 1 Djinn and 3 Christmas trees.
Oh wow!
And I will circle round and round and round. I'll pick all the tapers, pick all the pins into the counter mill, and it'll fall into a false set. I got a Djinn in number 1. That one's the first one I set. No problems. Then I'll go back through and double check and make sure that I don't have anything in the any of the spool parts of the trees in place still. So I'll go and check anything for counter rotation. If I have counter rotation, I'll set that so that I get to the Djinn phase. And at that point, that's when I start chasing my tail. Because I'll set number 2, I'll set number 4, I'll set number 6, but I'll have dropped number 4, and I'll go set number 4 and drop number 2, and it's just round and round and round you go.
I'm not sure if I counted it correctly. So you have 3 tapered pins and 3 was that Christmas trees and 1 Djinn spool.
That is exactly what is in this lock.
Okay. So you still have to like float four security pins.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because the Christmas trees, they act like regular spools when you're in the first part. And then after you get that first part set, then you just have the Djinn head sitting in the counter mill. And so then it acts like a regular Djinn at that point. So each of those you basically have to pick twice.
Oh wow.
I'll give it a shot, except I can't find my 1.3mm tension cord. Let's check the chat while I'm looking around. Hey, Chevy's here. How's it going, Chev? 1.5.
You know, by this time I was expecting to gut this lock, but it really puts up a fight tonight. Yeah, and I also got one of these other Rukos. That's another 500 that I bought recently, and it turns out this is also from the collection, from Yagiasa's collection. I just showed him the lock with this bidding, and he found the gutting image for it. So he sold it to somebody, and that somebody sold it to me.
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah,
he remembered the bidding of the key.
Yeah, he did.
Wow, that's really funny.
Yeah. And well, what's interesting about this one is a sleeved Ruko with 4 Djinns and 1 tapered pin. And the one that I'm trying to pick right now has counter milling instead of the sleeve. So I have all the varieties here.
That's really cool.
Oh.
I'm literally losing my mind right now.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you dummy. Put it back in the case. You dummy.
There we go. I locked it up again accidentally.
Hey, Chevy's wondering if I'm working on the combi. I was working on the combi and then got disgusted and stopped. Man, I wonder why that thing's putting up such a fight, because it looks like your technique is just fine. You know, you're letting off tension, and you're bouncing on the on the pin. It's basically all that it is for gins.
This is the binding order that I can get right. I'm also a little bit tired.
So you're chasing your tail.
Exactly.
It's the same problem I have with this stupid thing. You'll get to where you feel like you're getting somewhere, but you keep dropping pins and keep going round and round in circles.
Yeah, but what I like about the Rokus with the gins, they give this distinctive loud click when you pick the gins. That's really addictive. Of course, you can't hear them because I don't have the camera microphone on. But trust me.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Mine are relatively quiet, actually. Well, you know what? I guess the one does make pretty good clicks. Like this one here, whenever I'm setting the gin heads, I don't hear really anything at all. That's basically, what I'm doing. I go in and I'm releasing tension as I'm pulsing on the pin, and as soon as I feel it move, I crank back down on the tension and try and catch it.
Okay. There's just one gin that I haven't picked yet, and if I find that, the lock will open.
Hey, Trucking Lock is here. How's it going, Trucking? I was talking about your lock earlier, about how it's fighting me something fierce on making a key for it. So I actually spoke to Picksmith the other day, and he gave me some pointers. So we're going to give it another go this weekend on Saturday. See what we can get going on with it. Bumpy spent the last 15 minutes looking for his pinning tray. It's exactly what I was looking for, a freaking tension bar, because I couldn't find it anywhere, and I put it back in the case.
think I dropped one accidentally. Oh well.
Bumpy's going to record his first Medico video today. Have you got it open? Or are you just like recording of like your progressive pinning process? That's actually the next one on my list to progressive pin as well for my channel.
Which one did he open? I believe he had like 3. One was a padlock, right?
Oh yeah, he said he got it last night. It was it looked almost like a telephone lock almost.
Yeah, he had two of those, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They looked like they were probably 4 or 5 pin.
And I think he had like one biaxial. I'm not sure if it was a padlock or a mortise cylinder. He had one more.
It's still a good confidence booster getting your very first Medico open. Oh. I remember I couldn't get, when I got my first Medico open, it was a 6-pinner, but I progressive pinned it and I got it open. I couldn't get on Reddit fast enough to post a picture. Couldn't get there fast enough.
I also got some sitting in my drawer. I'm not sure when I'll be able to get to them.
That was my first lock that I wanted to collect, was the Medico. I went through and bought a whole bunch of Medicos, and then I got Medico because some of them didn't come with keys, so I was like, okay, I'll buy keys for them that match the keyway, because there's one particular restricted keyway that's like really common, and I found a bunch of keys, so I bought those and then just started buying pins to freaking pin the locks up to get working locks on ones that I didn't have keys for.
How did you make keys for those Medicos? I mean, some of them have those angled or chiseled, or what is that called?
Yep, that's the biaxial part. Let me get my key. I have a key stash here because I bought a whole bunch of them. I didn't make the keys. I bought the keys, and then I pinned the lock to match the keys.
Oh, okay, I get it. I see.
Yeah, here's some spares that I have.
Nice.
Here's a set of keys with the card. Here's a set of keys with the card. Here's a set of keys with the card. There's a set of keys with no card. So I got probably, there's one that has a tag instead of a card. But I bought a whole bunch of them. And was like, oh, I bet you one of these will fit. And I did. I got one that fit each of the locks that I needed. And then had all these ones left over.
Yeah, those Medicos are not easy.
They are not. And my problem with it is I don't hear very good. I was in a heavy metal band for about 30 years. So my hearing isn't very good. So when people say, oh, just listen for the clicky test, I'm like, clicky test? I can't hear shit when I'm picking this lock.
Yeah, that happens.
That's exactly. So basically I just tore the thing apart and said, okay, left turn, straight, right turn, straight, left turn, right turn, straight. And I just said, okay, well, I need to turn this one to the right, I need to turn this one to the left, this one to the right, and then go pick it. And once you get everything that you feel you're at shear, you may have to jiggle them a little bit if you didn't have them quite set right, or if you messed them up while you were picking them. Bumpy Bones is looking for pins for the Medico. So there is a guy on eBay that if you can get the measurements, you can buy specific pins from him, or you can see, oh crap, let me check on Discord who I talked to. There were two guys on Discord that were like the masters of the Medico. Okay, you got Amgert. He sells on eBay locks all the time. He's actually the one that gave me the measurement charts where I could go measure the key and get the correct pin, because there are, oh god, there's fore and aft, and then you have, there's a whole bunch of different variations, let's put it that way. Anyway, I used this chart based on the cut depth and the cut location away from the bow of the lock. I was able to figure out what the pins were that I needed. Let me find that freaking list.
Yeah, that doesn't look easy. But there's like there are only like 3 angles or 2 angles that you have to pay attention to. I mean, minus 20 and plus 20, or what was that? Degrees. When it comes to the
okay, here's there are 6 pin depths, and then you have,
there they are.
based on fore and aft, or right and left and center, there are 6 varieties of pins. There's K, B, Q, M, D, and S. And then based on the distance from the bow, I was able to get the codes that I needed, which were, oh god, where are you? Yeah, it was like 4M, 5M, 6S, 3M, 4Q, 2B. But once you get all the measurements that you need, and you're able to get the rotations and fore and aft, and decide which letter the key is, plus the cut of the key. So the letter deals with the fore and aft and the rotation. So there are 6, because there's fore right and aft right, and then fore center, aft center, and then there's fore left and aft left. So there are 6 varieties, and then there are 6 key cuts. So
oh wow,
6,
okay.
6, and 6.
And you normally have like 5 to 6. What are those called? Like pin stacks in one of those locks, right?
Yeah, so there are 36 different pins.
Oh boy.
I think that's what it was. 36 different pins?
6 times 6, right?
Yep, 6 times 6. But anyway, once I understood how it worked, this was months ago. That's why I'm freaking all screwed up on how I did it, because I couldn't remember. I'm just kind of looking at the handout, trying to remember exactly what I did. There it is. There's the list. 3M, 4M, 5S, 2M, 3Q, 1B, and the other one that I needed was 2Q, 4M, 4K, 5M, 3D, 5M.
Okay.
Basically, once you know what pins you need, it's like, $1.50 or something per pin.
And you can pin up any model, like biaxial, M3, what else is out there? Original?
Biaxial, M3, and I think M4 all use the same pin still.
Oh, okay.
Only the original uses a different key pin.
Okay, those are the old ones, right? Made in the 60s or 50s, I'm not sure.
It's funny that you say that, because I actually was collecting Medicos and thought that it was so cool that I actually not that good.
Unbelievable.
What happened?
Can't find this last binder.
It's the way it is. I want to say that it was 1968 because I actually downloaded and printed out the original patent.
Oh. 1960s.
Yeah, I think it was 1968.
1968. Yeah.
That's what I think it was. Yeah. But I can't find the original patent. I remember pulling it out to show somebody. I can't find it. Oh. I guess we can only be so geeky. Oh, let's catch up. Tequila was saying that there are 3 angles of pins. Yeah, you got the plus 20 degrees straight and then minus 20 degrees, but you also have 4 1/2 of both of those. So you have actually 6 different pins.
Okay.
And then you have the 6 different cut depths, so you have 36 different pins.
And when it comes to the Medicos, I also heard that some of them have like counter milling in them. So normally you're dealing with these hourglass spools or something similar, or what was it?
Yeah.
Paper pins? I'm not sure.
They're mushroom spools.
Mushrooms, right? Mushrooms.
Yep, they're mushroom spools.
I believe the brown belt ones, they have counter milling in them. Is that true?
Okay, it all depends. Let's grab my Medicos. Grab some Medicos. So, the brown belt variety is the M4, and that is the one, it is basically the same as the M3 and the biaxial picking wise, but it also has either 4 or 5 finger pins that you have to pick. Now the M3, which is this one here, that one has the 6 regular biaxial pins, and then it has like basically a check pin that stops the sidebar from engaging the whole way. So basically, you pick up everything to the right rotation, pick everything to shear, and then when you feel like you got nothing else going on, nothing else is happening, you put something in, either a tensioner or a pit, to go in and hit that check pin.
All right.
Pop this guy open. Oh, you know what? You know exactly what the core looks like in this Medico, because your ASA that has barrels in it has the exact same milling as this one.
Oh.
Basically looks like threading. That's exactly what this looks like in the M3.
That's nice to know.
Yep, identical, actually.
Yeah, so if you learn how to pick assets, then basically you can also deal with something like that. If you learn how to pick both the Medico and the ASA, then you can deal with something like that, right?
Yep. Good baby. Good baby. That's what it says. Because this Medico M3 that I have here actually has, I think it's this chamber though. Make
Well, there we
myself
go.
show it for a second.
Yeah.
Maybe if I can get it. Focus, dirtbag. That is a barrel spool right there. Just came out of my Medico M3.
Oh, wow. There are barrels inside.
Yep.
Well, let me guess. Matched counter milling?
There is.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is one of the Medicos that I bought. It's basically for looks only because I can't open it.
Ooh. Have you managed to pick that one?
Nope. No.
Or
That's what I said. It's for looks only. I can't pick it.
oh, okay. I didn't get that part. Okay.
Yep. There's that, and then it'll either have standard pins or I had to pick the chamber that had the standard in it. Hold on, let me go deal with my dog real quick. Okay, my doggies were killing each other. We have a guest here. Guest, add the stage. Not two. How's it going, buddy? Not two, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, sure can. You're loud as hell, actually.
I've been trying to get a hold of you. I can't do it from my end, but there's a comment that you should remove from the chat that I put it in the banned words, but there's a comment. I sent you a message about it. It could get your live stream banned and shut down as it violates one of the guidelines. I know this because I showed a BB gun and mine got banned. So you got to check it out and look on it. I can't do it because I have a phone as a moderator, but you can do it if you're using a computer or something like that, I guess PW said. But she brought it to my attention, and I did my best to remove any of the comments that I thought could affect you, but I don't want to see that happen to this stream. And I put a message in for everybody to keep it family friendly because they were referencing and doing a lot of innuendos and things like that in the chat. So, you know what I mean? Everybody's got to keep it family friendly, clean.
Oh, okay. He's out. That's it. I don't have time for his nonsense. Thanks a lot, buddy.
And he should know better than to keep doing this all
He
the
does
time.
know better.
As
He does know better. He's been put in
It's
timeouts and
ridiculous.
stuff by other people.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And do this because I didn't want to do it in this manner, but I like you, I like the channel, I respect you, and you're my brother, you're my Shackleman, bro. So we look out for each other.
Yep, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, because I freaking missed something. Because I've been going back.
I told you
Every few minutes I've been swinging back and
removes the
looking.
comment.
How did I miss it?
Yeah, I don't know. And I was out with my son playing in the yard, and I get a message from PW and have to stop to come on here to deal with his, stuff that he knows better. I mean, it's ridiculous.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I'll be popping in and watching and keeping the chat clean and doing the best I can for you. Enjoy everybody's picking.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yep, later.
Bye-bye. Well, how about that? Some excitement.
Yeah, people trying to take down the stream.
Well, look at that. And here I thought that I didn't have any trolls. I was like, oh, you're not big time till you have at least one guy trying to screw you over.
Yeah.
So guess I'm big time now because somebody is trying to screw me over.
Yeah, especially if you think about the viewership that you normally have, which are also like lockpickers or LPU members. Normally, you don't have hostilities and things like that.
No, that's it. It's not usually like the general public where you get anybody.
Yeah.
It's usually just the group that we know. The couple hundred people that come on and watch everybody's stuff. Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'm really close to opening this one, but because I'm so tired, I just can't find that last pin that needs to be picked. Oh boy.
Tequila Dave said that he picks the Medica the same way I do.
Oh, how does that work? How do you pick it?
I pick counterclockwise. Let me find the freaking tension that fits in this thing. It's ginormous. Oh, screw it. We'll use this one. So I'll crank tension down counterclockwise, and then I'll get all my rotations right.
Okay.
So basically, I'll go in, set my rotation on a pin, press up on it. This is a trick that I learned from Bosnian Bill. Basically, you set the rotation, and then you press up on it, and if you feel like it gets tighter as you push it up, you get more and more resistance as you press up. It's in the wrong orientation. So you can let it down, rotate it again, and press up, and if you get no difference in the rotation, or no difference in the the resistance of pressing up on the pin, you have it in the right, it's just sitting in the gate. So then you move on to the next pin and do the same thing. You set all the rotations right for all 6 pins, and then I put tension on clockwise, and then pick everything to shear.
Oh.
So a lot of people pick either counterclockwise or clockwise. So if you do counterclockwise, you pick the rotations first, and then the pins, and clockwise, you pick the pins first and then the rotations at the end. I do like a combination of the both.
Oh wait, so you basically so the way you're tensioning, I mean the direction in which you're tensioning also determines what you need to do first. Like rotate the pins first, or pick the pins first.
That is correct. If you counterclockwise, the sidebar binds up first. If you go clockwise, the pins bind up first.
Alright, interesting. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah. Wait, my dog's freaking going crazy again. Don't they know I'm on a live stream? What the heck? Nah, I have 3 dogs. One is a golden retriever shepherd mix, and she's just like a big, dumb, lovable moose. And then I have two pit bulls. So the moose wants to play with the pit bulls all the time, and the pit bulls don't really like dealing with her shit sometimes. So that's the situation that we were just in. So we got Isamu Sushi is here. I didn't notice before, so I didn't say hi. How's it going, Isamu Sushi? And my good buddy, Stu, is here. Thank you so much for coming in, Stu. You missed all the excitement. I had to give somebody the boot.
Oh, it was necessary, fortunately.
It certainly was. I'd love to know what the heck he said. But I trust not to say if he said it was inappropriate, he's out. Tequila Dave says that doesn't work for padlocks. I imagine that it would not. Well, actually, the way that I pick it would work for padlocks. Because you could tension counterclockwise, get all your rotations right, and then go clockwise to pick everything to shear, and that would be fine. You just have to make sure that you're going clockwise whenever you get the open so that the core can turn.
Okay, can you just maybe use a core flipper or what is that?
Yeah,
core turner.
Yeah, now that you said that, actually, I think you probably could, as long as you had some kind of slot where you could get it to turn at least a little bit, and then you could use the plug spinner. I don't know though.
The plug spinner, yeah, that's the one.
The sidebar may stop it from turning. I'm not sure. Sounds like a cool experiment though, to see if a plug spinner can get you past the sidebar tension. Bumpy Bones just said he did exactly that. With the plug spinner or picking the 2 different directions. Ah, 2 directions. That's my favorite way because it just seemed intuitive to pick it in 2 separate operations.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You're basically getting the rotations right and then going the other direction to get the open. You just have to be careful not to screw up your rotation. So let's say you're picking a pin that's rotated, to the right 20 degrees. You're going to want to pick on the right side of the pin from the back to make sure that you're not turning it the other way, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, I get what you mean. Okay. Yeah.
I'm actually feeling kind of froggy right now. I think I'm going to give a Dimple Walk a try.
Have you tried picking the Mercross? I'm not sure. We talked about it once on the on Discord, I think. One of the DMs.
No. I've been messing with my gold dimple locks.
Oh, which one is that?
Yeah, so this is the gold D.
The D.
I have 3 gold B18s as well, but those have like 18 or 20 pins in them. They're extremely difficult. So I kind of I bought them because I was like, I'm having a lot of trouble impressioning a key for a lock. So maybe I'll just try and pick a couple more black belt locks and skip impressioning altogether. And then I found out that those locks are really, really hard.
Oh.
Like they make the ASA 700 seem like a walk in the park.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, black belt locks. I hear crazy stories about those.
It's a tough lock. It's definitely a tough lock. I gotta find my dimple.
Come on, Madison, grab my phone.
I'm like getting to the point where I have, flags everywhere and flipping keys everywhere. Really? I guess you know the feeling.
I kind of do. By the way, I want to ask because I'm looking at the lock that you have over there. Have you tried removing the screws in the back? Like actually got this lock? Try to remove the core from the body?
I have not taken it apart. Well, okay. I've taken the kick out of the housing.
Okay.
But I've never taken the pins out of the lock.
Okay. So you did manage to remove the kick from the housing. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, the only reason I do it this way is because I figure, why not? It's
have you had any difficulties removing it?
No. There are 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. And this part comes right off and the kick just falls right out.
And there was no thread locker or anything on the screws?
Let's check. I can't remember. It's been a while since I had it out.
The gold S's that I have, they have probably the world's toughest thread lockers on them. they don't budge. I just can't remove them. I tried heat. I tried what's that chemical called? The VVD40 brake cleaners. Nothing works.
I was just gonna suggest like brake cleaner or acetone.
Acetone is something I haven't tried. I could probably try that.
There is
clearing up glue residue, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a solvent basically.
Okay, a solvent.
I do not see any thread locker yet on any of these. Nothing on that one either. Nope, no thread locker on any of them, and then the kick just comes right out.
Oh, lucky. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, see, I took it apart, and then I was like, because I normally chuck all my locks inside of a like an ammunition can, because my wife says that if I leave the stuff laying around, she's just gonna chuck it, so I got to put it away. So I throw them in an ammo can, and I'm like, you know what? If I put this thing in an ammo can, I don't want one of these Bible covers to come off and the pins spill out. So I'm like, I'm just going to keep it inside the housing.
I see. Do I see this correctly? It has like 3 rows of pins?
Yep.
Alright.
That is correct.
Wow.
That's why I chose this one. It has 3 rows of pins. You have left side, right side, and then top, because I figured that that would get me ready for this one, the other one I was telling you about. This one's the V18. It also has 3 rows of pins, left, right, and top, except that instead of this one has 3 pins in each row.
Wow.
This one has 7 pins in each row.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. It walks really hard.
Wow. And those are all black belt locks, right?
This is a black belt. The V18s are. I have 3 of those. The D9 is a brown belt lock.
Okay.
Yeah, I got those ones that just kind of like. I bought the V18s first, realized how hard they were, and then stepped back and bought the D9s.
Wow.
Because I opened. Basically, I didn't open any dimple locks until after I had already opened my first black belt. So my skills in that respect are stunted. So basically, I had opened one multi-lock interactive and immediately bought a black belt high pin count dimple lock. It was such a mistake. Live and
Yeah,
learn,
they're
right?
also pretty expensive, right? The black belt ones.
Actually, they weren't. The
Sure.
V18s, I think, were like $25 a piece.
Oh,
And I think the
wow.
D9s were $10 a piece. They were really cheap.
Those are all Japanese locks, so those are imports, right?
Yep, they are Japanese.
I wonder why they are so cheap.
Maybe somebody bought like a whole bunch of them, so the market might be flooded.
Could be.
Like somebody bought a freaking shipping container worth of them for $5 a piece. Alright, let's check the live. This is something I did not do for the last couple minutes, and I need to learn my lesson from what happened earlier.
Yeah. And I definitely need more practice with this lock.
Okay, so Tequila Dave said something about how about the sidebar progressive pinning urban legend? I actually spoke to somebody just last week about getting a set of sidebars. Sidebars for my U9, basically progressive pinning it. That is something that definitely people do.
Oh, is
Basically, they just pull sidebars out, and
that a Miva? Wait a second, that's a Miva DS?
this is a Miwa U9.
A U9, okay.
Yep.
The keyway was very similar. I mean, okay, now that I see it, okay, it looks a little bit different.
Yeah, it's slightly different than the DS. Where's the DS?
Oh, there we go. I mean, at first glance, I was thinking it was a DS, but now
Yeah.
it definitely is something else.
Yeah. This is like a 10 wafer lock, and this is a, I don't know, 14 lever lock or something. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing inside this lock. Oh, Chevy's here to school us.
Hey, how's it going?
It is going fantastic. Had a little excitement. Interesting.
So what are we working on?
Well, I started by working on the combi with the barrels in it. Got nowhere. So now I'm going to try my hand at this D9 and see if I can have any better luck.
Oh, the Miwa.
It is a goal D9.
Oh, a goal. Oh, D9, sorry. I thought you said the U9.
Yeah, D9. And to be honest with you, I feel like my skills when it comes to dimple picking are stunted. Like I should have bought some like Avis dimple locks or something along the way before I started trying to do these.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably.
Like, there are 2 dimple locks that I've opened, well, 3. I've opened a multi-lock interactive, the purple belt variety, I think, just a regular multi-lock interactive, and I've opened the brown belt interactive plus. And I've also opened these 2. So this is the Securemi K22 and the metal like 9J2X1.
Was the brown Interactive Plus, was it a serrated, or was it all the spools with the counter milling?
Spools. Yep, spools with counter milling.
Yeah, spools are fun.
Yeah, those are the only dimple locks that I've opened, just like maybe 3 or 4. I have this one that I was planning on giving a shot to. This is it's actually an eBay find. It's a Kaba 8.
Oh.
Yeah, I found it on eBay.
Oh, nice. So that's like a high pin count.
Yeah, I think.
Or is
There's
that
only
just
8 pins.
Eight
Yep,
pins.
just 8 pins. Yep. Maybe we'll try this one. Maybe we'll try this out. Give it a shot. I don't know. I'm just poking around today. I got pretty disgusted with the combi. I'm not
tough.
ready for it. I need to spend some real time with it. I think I'm gonna pull some of the, like I pulled the side pins out, the finger pins, figuring that okay, well I'll just pick the barrels, figure those out, and then put the side pins back in. I think I need to take a couple more steps back and maybe take out 3 of the barrels. Pick it with 3 barrels and then progressively pin it. Because honestly, the only lock that I have that has barrels in it is a Medico that has 1 barrel in it, and I've never picked it before.
Yeah, I would progressively pin the barrels for sure. I usually start around 3. I find on the Kombi or any of the Asas, they're really grabby. It's just pretty tough to get them all set.
Yeah, I think that is going to be the ticket.
All right, I think I'm giving up for today, but I'm pretty sure that tomorrow when I wake up, I'll be able to open it in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, it must just be camera shy. You know what I mean? Locks do that.
Yeah. They definitely do that. All right. Well, thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. It was great, great picking with you, great talking with you, and hopefully I'll see you next time.
Yeah, I wish everyone a great rest of the day. See you guys.
Thank you.
Yep, see ya.
See you later.
So, how is it going today there, Mr. Chevy?
Oh, it's going. Just starting the day. Just starting the day myself.
Hey, at least it's Friday, right?
Yeah. Yeah, true that.
Yep, today was it was not a great day for me because basically the department in which I work at my work, there's only two of us. We do we evaluate things that come in and determine how it's going to be made in our machine shop. So I just look at blueprints all day and determine how things are going to be machined. That's just the two of us, and the other guy in the department has been off the last 2 days. So it was like one of those nightmare days. It was like,
Oh, that's
okay,
not good.
everybody got up in the meeting with the sales department today and was like, hey, it's just going to be me. Just bear with me, and I'll get through as much as I can. And everybody's like, oh yeah, that's cool. And next thing you know, a couple hours later, you start getting calls from people asking you to expedite their stuff specifically. But that only works if one person does it. If everyone calls you to expedite their stuff, everybody's just still in line.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, so it's okay. We'll just spend tomorrow catching up. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a big clip. Wow. So, how much experience do you have with high pin count stuff, like single pin dimple stuff, not pin and pin?
High pin count?
Yeah.
Almost none. If you can count it, the Dom IX Saturn, I picked that, but that's only 10 pins in itself, and one's like an interactive.
Okay.
I tried to buy a Coppa Quattro or a 22, I can't remember, the other day off someone, but they were sold out. But yeah, honestly, I don't think I've done any high pin count ones. I may have actually a cab I borrowed off of someone with a high pin count. I haven't really stuck a pick in it yet. I have to try
I'm
and find it
basically
here.
curious, how much tension do you put on them? Because I've had the most luck picking the Securemi and the metal. I've had the most luck picking it with light tension, where I just go in and poke the pin and it's like a light click. But I'm not sure if maybe I'm not having luck with some of the other stuff because I'm when you watch people pick this stuff, the clicks are freaking really loud. Like heavy freaking clicks. I'm wondering if I'm not giving enough tension.
Yeah, you can always give that that heavy tension, and then start getting some, maybe get some rotation, and then after that stops, maybe you could find the spools and let up tension. But yeah, I don't have much experience at all with high pin counts. The majority of the dimples I've done have been multi-lock related. So I've done multi-lock 7x7s, and then I've done the junior, classic, interactive, MT5 Plus. So I've done those, the larger pins, and I've done a few other, random dimples Iseos and Standers and a couple other ones. A couple others, maybe some a Yale Superior or Platinum, whichever it was. So not too much, not with the high pin counts, not yet.
Tequila Dave said that he has a Cava 20 that he can pick easily, but a Cava 8 that he can't open. Huh.
Yeah, I guess it's all on the bidding. I guess how many times you've picked it. The Saturn that I picked, I borrowed, but it took me quite a bit the first time to open it, but I ended up getting my pick time down to like 40 seconds. Once you figure out the binding order, you can just swing it open.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. This is turning out to be a really crappy day.
I'd start with heavy tension though.
Yep, I think I'm going to start with heavy tension next time. I think I'm done picking ventures today. I think I've had enough. I'm tapping out. We're going to go back and we're going to pick something easier.
Yeah, I have this cabinet here that was lent to me, and I know it's a high pin count. I don't know how many pins are in. I don't think he knows either, but I can see 4 rows of pins. I can see him coming from the bottom corners and then from each side. Not sure where the key is. If there is a key there, I don't know if there is a key. Oh yeah, here it is. That's the key here.
Ooh, baby. Yeah, it's a nasty one there. Looks like
So
you got stuff coming in
13,
from like at least
maybe 14.
4 directions or so.
Yeah, it looks like 4 directions.
You got sideways directions, you got diagonals.
Yeah, a couple diagonals in the corners there. I'm sure it'll be a tough one once I stick a pick in, but kind of scared to at the moment. Right, what to play with?
We're gonna mess with it. I think we're gonna mess with the Nick Pickler again. I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll do this in honor of Stu. I think he's in the chat still. Let's grab some zippable hybrid pickable locks. Where are you? Yeah, there we go. The Brinks. What else can we get? Another Brinks. Maxwell. Alright, let's get out the tickler.
So that Reaper set is out by CI?
Certainly is. Should be here Friday.
You gonna pick one up?
I did. It'll be here Friday.
Oh, perfect. Oh, you said it'll be here Friday.
Yep, I got that, and then I got their Riz pick, which is basically the Reaper profiles in the jackknife. So I've been able to at least try out the profiles today for a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's different. It's interesting. So nothing in it is like a rake, but it's not really like a zipper either. It's kind of like feels like it's almost made for hybrid picking. Like it's not really, jagged like a kinetic rake. Like you're going to go in and rip it out and it's going to open. Basically, I go in, tilt it back a little bit, and give it a pull or two, and then I'll go in with the hook and set the last pin or two that's left. Works pretty good.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that one, the zip set 2 of the 4 pins. Let's see how many it does this time.
Have you worked on the impressioning?
Nope. I'm going to try again on Saturday. I wanted to start fresh, where I had nothing else going on, where I could focus and not have anything else distract me. That's what I forgot to say earlier. I saw Trucker. He's who I got the lock from, and he said about how important the file is. I wanted to tell him what file I had, and then we had all the Trucker.
I was just playing with my my Desmo, and the C clip came off when I was turning the key, and I pulled it right out. And I'm really glad it's unsprung, so only the sliders popped off.
Okay.
I can't believe I just did that. I gotta find a pinning tray.
Well, let's try this one. See if we can zip this guy open.
What did I do with all the pinning trays?
Hey, McD4 left. Have a good night, McD.
Yeah, McD. I can't find anything lately.
That worked, actually. That actually worked as a zip. I opened it just by zipping it.
There's springs in it. Yeah, springs are still there.
Hey, Stu, you still in the chat by chance? It's a very interesting key you have there.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. 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 It's the Acid Desmo. It's that, it's the 8-pin version. It's an unsprung slider.
I thought that looked like a Desmo.
Yeah.
I actually have one of those 8-pin Desmos actually on my watch list on eBay right now.
Oh, yeah, you got to grab one. They're a lot of fun. I find them a lot of fun. There's the, I end up pulling it apart because it just popped off. These C-clips are super weak, so when you do get one, just be careful. Really weak. So,
Okay.
yeah, pretty cool. They have, there's 3 gates, 2 false, and a true gate. If I get that to focus. You can see this has a true gate at the bottom and then 2 false gates for the top 2. So you've got 3 different positions. Basically call it like a low, medium, high.
Okay.
Yeah, fairly straightforward. You know, you can really feel when you're in a true gate. And if you make a slider fork, you know, you can do a little bit of a jiggle test and kind of see if you're really binded up, you're probably not in your gate. With like most locks, it's like that, you know. And then if it's kind of loose and jiggly, then you're good to go.
I need to make one of those little finger pin forks.
Yeah, pretty easy to make too, right? So that was nice. Yeah, I made that a few months ago, I think. Doesn't work for many other sliders, not gonna lie.
put a V in it and then put like a curve?
Yeah, just it's kind of bent on maybe a 45, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just use a Dremel. You could probably use a file or something, but yeah, I just used the Dremel, kind of cut a V into it or a U, and then just bent it a bit with pliers. I may have bent it first, can't remember. But yeah, pretty straightforward.
Real quick one for Stu. He said that he was still in the chat. Here it is, buddy. Get it open. I've been trying out the Tickler almost exclusively just for you.
That's the
See how it
jackknife?
worked out? Yep, this is the. It's the same profiles as the Reaper set, but in a jackknife.
Oh, do they call that the Riz pick or something?
Yep, the Riz.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, it's different.
How does the how do the Reaper picks differ from like CI's normal pick sets that you get from like the Genesis or Echelon?
That I can actually show you because I have the V1 and the V2 Riv pick. So the Riv has the two rakes, the quad and the quint, and then it has a short flat hook and a medium round hook. Okay? So you have two profiles, two depths, one round, one flat.
Right.
The Riz has 5 profiles, 2 heights. So you have, get the thing spread out. There are, it's really tight, I just got it today. Okay, so there is the Tickler, a short flat that's almost scooped, and a regular short flat, all of which have the same amount of reach. So you have the Tickler, and this one here, you'll see it's almost spoon shaped. It actually goes and then bends down and then up. And then a short flat. So there are three short picks and 2 medium picks. There's a medium round and a medium flat.
Oh, that's nice. It has a couple depths and profiles.
Yep.
And
so basically you have a short flat, a medium round, and then this one here kind of reminds me of like a, oh crap, let me find one real quick. I have one right over here. You'll know this profile for sure, because you're an Aussie guy. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes pick makers will cut a little scoop out. Let me go solo real quick. Okay, you see at the base of the pick right here, how there's like a little scoop cut out of it? This is a bare bones wishbone. Just to give you a little extra depth. You see how it has a little extra depth there?
Yeah, just a little undercut there.
Right at the bottom, there's a little undercut, exactly. That's basically what it looks like they did with this. You can see there's like a little undercut where the pick is straight, and then it dips and then comes back up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just to give you a little bit of room, exactly.
Oh, that's nice. That'd be nice for a pretty flat bidding.
That's exactly what I thought. It would be good for like a master lock or, something that has like a not crazy key, but you don't have to lift things very far.
Right.
But it gives you a little bit of extra reach in the back if you need it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I've got a bit of the bare bones, just the 3D. Oh. Yeah, I've got the 3D, but yeah, not the wishbone. So no undercut, but yeah, I got the 3D hooks here. A couple gem profiles and a flat. Not too bad. 15 thou. Nice and thin.
That was basically what I bought from them when I ordered. I looked at the site and I said, "Boy, they have a lot of gems. I'm going to buy them all." So I bought their 5 regular gems, the wishbones that are all gems, and then I bought the 3 fingers that I think either 2 of the 3 or 3 of the 3 are all gems in the fingers.
Oh yeah.
So it was like 11 picks I bought, and like 10 of the not 11 picks were gems.
Yeah, they definitely like their the gem profiles.
Yep, they certainly do.
Bones is a good guy. He's on the Aussie Discord, and he's always willing to chat and answer any questions. So he's a really nice guy.
Yeah, it seems like he's really nice. The only time I did talk to him one time when I ordered from him, when I got them, it looks like the turning tools may have got caught, and I wanted to ask him, "Hey, is it cool to bend them back, or do you think that'll fatigue the metal?" And he's like, "Oh, it's 301 high yield. Go ahead, bend it back. It'll be fine." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And that's what I did, and it was perfectly fine.
Oh, good.
Yep. And that one. There they are. Getting stacked up. But yeah, I bought them, and they had like a work to them almost. I just gave them a quick bend back, and they are perfect now. So it was just like I don't know if they got bent up in shipping or what. Somebody put something too heavy on it.
Oh yeah, potentially, yeah.
Yeah, who knows? But they bent right back, and they're perfect since then.
And he's pretty good as well with stuff, if something did happen during shipping or whatever, I'm sure he'd cover it.
Doc Machina said this will be our first ever instrument set. Wow, you've never bought any of their stuff? That's crazy. I'm really looking forward to freaking getting it, though. It's going to be really cool. I made sure to pay for expedited shipping because I'd like to get it for the weekend. That's what I'm going to do actually after I get off the live. What I'm going to try and do is see if I can get it to where I can have the Riv pick and the Riz pick all in the Slim Pickens together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they sent enough hardware to do that. But we'll give it a try and see how it goes.
Oh, I mentioned last week, I think it was, I ended up picking up some 1 mil shafts for the ejector pins to try and make
Wait, what'd you get?
some dimple picks. I got the 1 mil
Oh,
shafted ejector pins. They came in. It seems to have quite a bit of flex, but I think you only have about 3.5 centimeters hanging out. So it seems to be rigid enough. So we'll see how well this works. I've got the 1.5 mils I've been using. And yeah, see these 1 mils, they look really thin. But that'll get nicely into lock, so I can do a lot of sidebar dimple picks and stuff like that. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, I've been doing all my stuff with I think it's a 1.5 mil.
Yeah, it's just such a pain to try and sand and grind down the shaft.
Yeah,
because the 1.5 mil won't normally fit into the some of the sidebars. So we'll see if that works. Yeah, because something like this one, well, that's it's too big of a profile for even a sidebar, anyways. Something like this Acid Twin here. This one's certainly not just fitting, but won't work. Yeah, I tried to thin this one down for like a little number 10, just a tiny little profile. It's basically an MP10. So I filed it kind of elliptical. So I think it's 1 mil kind of flat and then 1.5 side to side. That does work. Jess, that's a medical. What am I doing?
God, your handles are so cool. Oh,
you can thank Nigby for that. I would have never thought to put resin inlays into the
God, they're beautiful.
the dimple picks there.
Well,
Yeah, I love
hopefully,
them. And then
hopefully in my
I see.
future here, I'll have a Nigby pick of my own. Because he saw a lock that I have that he's interested in. So,
ooh, a little trade coming up.
yep. It's actually this one right here. He picked Medico M3 on his channel. And he was like, oh, yeah, they come in 5 pins, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I have a 6-pin one. And he's like, I didn't know they had 6-pin ones. I'd be interested in getting one of those. And I was like, then let's do this.
Oh, definitely. I've got two 6-pin medicals right now. This M3 is a 6-pin. Although I think the key is 5 pins. So I think that someone put a neutral rotation in the back, and it seems to work half the time.
Oh,
And
and
then,
it uses the slope of the tip.
Yeah, I think so. And then the 6-pin biaxial here with a bunch of mushrooms and a couple barrels in this one for the biaxial, and then the M3. I think there's another. Yeah, there's another 6-pin M3 as well here. Well, there's an M3, and then this one's a biaxial with a bit of a nasty keyway on this one. I think it differs. No, it doesn't really differ at all. Slightly
Hey,
from
lock-picking
this biaxial.
Rock picking hippies here. It's funny that you say
nice.
that. Yes, I did get my stuff, and I actually opened it on the stream. Whenever I started the stream up today, I'm like, hey, I got this because I was so excited to mess with the Riz pick. I got the mail and then realized that your package came too. So I showed off. Actually, I showed off the lock the most because P-Dubs thought that it was beautiful, and I have to agree with her. I really love that Keystone symbol on there because I live in Pennsylvania, so I live in the Keystone State. So I really like this. I actually have one kind of similar to this one. I can't get the thing open though. I'm not sure what kind of mechanism is in this stinking lock, but it is freaking impossible. get open. There it is.
Which lock is this?
It's this one right here. It's steel or iron. I don't know if it's iron or steel. But it's
Oh, yeah.
stamped Pittsburgh, PA, which is right down the road from me. Logan Greg Howard Company, looks like.
Oh, neat.
But I have no idea what kind of lock this is. I mean, it looks like a pin tumbler, but it looks like there's only one pin way in the back. I mean, it's very weird. But I have not gotten it open yet.
Do you think it's, you said you have the key or no?
I do not have the key.
Do you think it's warded then? If you're just feels like a pin, maybe it's just the actuator?
I mean, no, that's
depends what
definitely a pin back there. Jeez.
The odd just to have one. Losing keys.
Let me get a pick in here and see what I feel. Okay, lockpicking hippie seems like he has some information on this freaking lock that I'm messing with.
Oh, nice.
It's a cast iron push key lock. A pin tumbler, but the core pushes in. How do you pick it and push the core in? Alright, we gotta figure this out now. Now you got me thinking.
So you may have to tension and push in at the same time? If it's a push
Seems like.
key? Interesting. That was pretty quick. I have this Acid Twin exclusive. I have only the sidebar in right now. I just picked it fairly quickly. Which is nice to know. I took all the barrels out. I can't find the key though.
Hippie just said that you pull on the shackle for tension.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Oh my god, it's open.
You just got it open.
It took like 5 seconds once you told me how it works.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, thank you so much.
I'll be back in a sec. I need to fill up on this kitty mug.
God, that's freaking cool. Boom, that's it. Thank you so much. Just something that I didn't know. That is absolutely freaking amazing. Thank you guys so much. I think it was Hippie and I think it was Tequila Dave, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, GT Man. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. That's just a mechanism that I've never seen before. Boy, is that freaking cool. Now I'm happy I've gotten it open. I've never gotten it open before. I was messing around earlier with this one, I can't remember who it was, had a very similar lock the other day, and I couldn't freaking find it. Do you guys have this problem where you have so many locks and crap out that you can't click and find anything? Whoops. There. That's why I couldn't find it. It was stuck to a magnetic case. Can't remember who it was, but somebody had a frame sleigh maker. And I was like, oh, I have one of those. It's freaking cool. Some kind of like tire lock, I think they called it. Really nifty, old, warded lock. It was one of my first videos actually on my channel here, was picking this. I used some piano wire and made a little pick out of it. Really cool frame sleigh maker, or sleigh mocker. Oh, Tequila Dave. Does anybody have a card lock? Actually, I have a shell. I don't know if this is the kind of lock you're talking about. But the card goes in like such. Very interesting. But there's like a full-size card, and then there's like a, if you lost your key, little baby mini card. If you're talking to me, Tequila Dave, for sure, hit me up on Discord. Yeah, this is a very interesting, cool lock mechanism. Has a freaking ginormous shackle. Doesn't even fit all on the screen. It's so huge. I'm gonna pick this freaking iron lock again because it's so neat. God, that's freaking amazing. I'd have never figured that freaking out on my own. Guess what? I think that Chevy's camera died. So, anyhow, I guess we could probably wrap it. Oh, he's back.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. I was trying to get my my earbuds back on.
Oh, see, I thought your phone died again.
No, thankfully, but I still have that phone issue. I'm still waiting on the that charging port to come in so I can take the phone apart and replace it, because it'll only charge via Bluetooth right now, and it takes several hours. So it's a bit of a pain.
Yeah, see, in order for me to check how much battery my phone has, I have to kind of swipe down from the corner to see. And when I do that, my screen goes black, so I can almost never check it. I have to like wait for the phone to yell at me that it's dead. So I have a cord just sitting here just in case.
Do I want to?
Tell you what, now that I got this thing open, I get to clean it up now. Because I mean, it's still in pretty freaking decent working condition, considering that it's God knows how long, or God knows how old.
It only took you a few seconds to open it once you realized how. Once Lock Hippie let you know.
Yep. See, it's stamped Pittsburgh, PA, right down the road. That's another thing. The frame sleigh maker that I have, the Sleigh Mocker, was actually made further down the road, but still pretty local. It was in Lancaster, PA, which is probably a couple hours from here. I actually drove there to get my big moose dumb dog.
Oh, okay.
Sleigh Mocker Super. Yeah, my wife, I lived in an apartment my whole life. Never wanted a house of my own because I never wanted to have to deal with like maintenance and stuff breaking and having to fix anything and all that crap. So lived in an apartment my whole life, my whole adult life, and me and my wife decided, but 2 years ago, it was like, you know what, we're done. We're done renting because it's like outrageously priced, and we wanted a place of our own, so we bought a mobile home, and it's ours, and it's fantastic. And I told her, now that we have a place of our own, I'll get you a dog. And
now you have 3.
The place that I was gonna get the dog is like famous for like puppy mills and stuff. So we wanted to go and rescue a dog from a crappy situation. So we went and got her. We went and got her, and literally right as we got her, my sister calls and says, I have a problem. My dog is going to have puppies. Do you want one? And I said, well, no, not really. I just got a puppy, so I don't. And she's like, well, maybe think about it. Come hang out with them and check them out and everything. And she talked me into a dog. And she's like, okay, well, I'll bring the dog over and she can hang out with Lexi and see how they get along. And you can meet them and see how good it is. And she's like, I'll bring one of the other puppies so that they can keep each other company. And I said, okay, that's fine. And she brought them over, and they're like inseparable. So I ended up taking both of those dogs. So I have the Golden Retriever Shepherd mix, and then I have 2 pit bulls.
Oh wow, hands full then.
Yeah. There was a brother and sister, and they're like inseparable. So I couldn't separate them. So we kept them together.
Oh yeah, yeah, I hear that. I cannot find an Allen key for these drum screws.
GQ Man wants to know what the bottom of the Sleigh Mocker looks like. This Sleigh Mocker? Because I have 2. We have this Sleigh Mocker here, which is a warded lock. That's just a warded one. And this Sleigh Mocker here, it is a 5 wafer lock.
Is my video sideways?
It is sideways, now that you mention it.
Damn thing.
You see, there's
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wafers.
So I could just do that. Yeah.
This was one of the ones I got in the junkyard find.
Junkyard finds are nice. I might
It
back
was.
out to try and
I
get
just
this
got
video going.
I got a box in an auction. A buddy of mine likes to buy stuff in auctions. So I was like, hey, check on there and see if there's any locks. Just not thinking anything. And he's like, hey, there are actually boxes of locks on here. So I got like this one here. It's Yale, but it was two
Okay,
Yales.
yeah.
So there's two that are keyed alike. 2 5-pin Yales that are keyed alike. And then there's another 2 Yale 5-pin Yales that are keyed alike. And then a whole bunch of the old master locks, the ones with like the frickin' lion on the key.
Yeah. That's a nice looking lock.
Yeah, it is cool. I'm still working on getting them frickin' cleaned out because it looks like somebody frickin' sprayed WD-40 in them. So they're like frickin' sloppy inside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need to get some like brake cleaner or something and rinse them out, and then like maybe throw a drop of good lube in it. Alright, let's check out the chat. Make sure that nobody is saying anything inappropriate. Yeah, there was a big frickin' fiasco earlier. Frickin' Not Too Dead came in and was like, hey, somebody's saying something really bad in the chat. It's like, really? Nola. Okay, I'm hopping off now. Winds are 70 miles an hour. Holy crap. Well,
Cruising.
Nola. Yeah, I hope everything's good. I'll check in with you on Discord later. See how you are. Good day.
I'm going to remove myself for a sec to get this video sideways.
Straight. Good deal.
Yeah.
Oh, GK, man, it's funny that you have the same locks that's keyed the same. Dave, the guys in Mittenmate are definitely good guys to talk to if you're you want somebody to talk to about locks and your military service. Bunch of super helpful guys, especially Stu. I love this freaking lock now. This is my new favorite lock now, by the way. GT Man and frickin' Hippie just made this my new favorite lock. This lock is now going to live on my desk at work.
Oh, nice.
Yep. It now lives on my desk from now on. This one and this one.
Got to be pretty heavy if
This
it's cast iron, right?
Yeah. It is heavy. It's, let's compare it to a brass boy. Where'd that Yale brass boy go? Oh yeah, it's heavier than this Yale. Let me put myself full screen for a second because you can see how pitted it is. I want to say that it's iron.
Yeah, it's got to be cast iron. Kind of looks like it.
Yep. See how pitted it is?
Oh yeah.
Looks like it. This is brass, and the body is cast iron.
Speaking of heavy, I have this massive Squire right here. This thing is heavy.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
that's a big boy.
hard
Those
and
ones are
solid
famous
steel.
for being on LPL's channel. He loved himself some Squires.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this thing is massive in comparison to even a heavy Ruko 2. It's just massive.
God, I love those Rico locks. They're so freaking sexy.
Yeah, they are nice. They're so good.
God, it's
Yeah,
so
the
nice.
Squires. It's a pretty tough pick. This thing has it's got the Asa barrels in it, 6 Asa barrels with the counter milling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it has
Wow.
ledged key pins, like the key pins you find in the NEMF, like the NF3, NF2.
Okay,
got
the ones
ledge
that
key
have the
pins.
ledge that they kind of sit on that shelf where they don't
Yeah,
fall
so these-
down the whole way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's a really difficult pick. It's unranked, but man, it's a really difficult pick.
I bet you it's unranked because there's just not enough of them to go around for people to frickin' try them out.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that to be the case. But really cool pick.
Yeah, because I've been wanting to get an Asa padlock. Now, there's 2 options on direction that I wanted to go. I either wanted to get like a Ruko, like yours with the snowman core, or I know Anchor makes a lock body that accepts a Scandio.
Yeah, so I've got one of those too. So I've got this Anchor Loss, and it's got a Scandi oval in it. It's got a Rober in it right now.
Oh,
So
that's so cool.
the Franken Rober. So this is on loan as well, actually. Got to try and get a video for the channel. Oh yeah, it's got
Now-
a Rober.
Does it have a specific kind of actuator on the back, or does it accept a regular Scandi actuator?
Well, you'd probably have to take the actuator off of this because this Franken Rober was like Yagios and I know Ranger Stegen had some had done some stuff with it, helped out, and then I think they got Dig to make the actuator. So if I can find the right key, I can show you it. But it's custom. It's a custom milled actuator. Because of the size of the Scandi oval. So although you could fit Scandi ovals in, potentially you need to use this actuator. So if I can open it up, we'll find out.
Okay, GT Man has some information on that iron one. He said that it's modeled after a Yale with a custom company logo on it. Now, do you have any idea of when this would have been from? What, like, era? Is this, 1940s, 1920s, frickin' 1910s? Any kind of, like, time frame that one of these would have been made? Hey, Newhouse is here. How's it going, Newhouse? God, I really want to find out when this is from now. You know what? Oh, that's cleaning up really nice, actually. Okay, that'll be fine. Nice. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Nothing.
Okay.
I'm doing good getting my video editing and record shorts to direct people to a long video. I am doing fantastic, new house. I do a similar thing. But what I do is I just cut out a little chunk of the video and then send the people to the next video. You know what I mean? Like if I pick this lock on video, what I'll do is I'll take and make a short out of picking this lock, just the open, and then I'll link that to the end video, and that's how I try and bring people in. I know, it's super lazy, but it is what it is. It's hard to keep up with YouTube. I'm sure everybody here knows that freaking fact.
So here is here's the rover pulled out. I think this Scandi Oval was an ASUS 600 core. I think. I'd have to look into it. But it looks like there's a custom piece on the top here that's screwed in, and they've got a thread hole in the middle to fit it in the anchor loss. I have like an ASUS 700 here. It seems to be the same, right? Scandi Oval. But
Okay, so you could just pull the hardware off.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks as if I could pull the hardware off, thread it in, and use that tail piece. And then you could...
Yeah, it looks like all the 700s are basically the same. And I'm guessing that that's just a block to have the screw to hold the core in, right?
Yeah, for a screw to hold the core in, and it looks like it might push the face out of the lock body to make it flush.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely would work. I know this is custom itself, but...
That's super cool, though. Wow.
Yeah, really, really cool.
But,
yeah, I forget which model of the anchor loss this is, but...
But if you can't buy it, like, off the shelf, I don't know if I'd ever be able to get one freaking right, though.
Yeah, get one made. But, I mean it is Swedish, right? The anchor loss is Swedish, so it would accept
I think so.
The Scandi Ovals, you figure.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that they don't have the hardware available.
They may very well come within the lock, I guess, if it has a Scandi Oval already in it, but I'm not
Oh,
sure
yeah, that's a great idea. If you bought the lock already with a Scandi Oval in it, it would probably have the hardware needed to mount the oval.
Right. Yeah, I imagine that's the case. So yeah, don't buy just the lock body.
Yeah, that actually is a pretty sound piece of advice there, buddy.
Just a thought.
Because I'm telling you, I love me a Scandi Oval. That's like, obviously they're harder to come by here in the U.S., but I love freaking Scandi Ovals. I have, I don't know, probably 5 700s, a couple 600s, and then this one here was my nemesis for like months. It's an ASUS 700, but it's pinned up with all tapered pins.
Oh yeah, the tapered.
I fought this thing for just months. I would pick at it, and I would get nowhere, and I would get mad and stop. And I would try picking it again, and I would get nowhere, and I would stop. And then I was like, I'm having trouble with this freaking lock. Help, somebody help me. was like, what do you mean just keep at it? He's like, well, the tapers are dropping and you just keep having to pick at them until it opens because it will eventually open. It's just you're not picking long enough. You're giving up too soon. And I was like, really? And one day I just said, I'm not stopping until this thing opens. And it was like, I had the thought, I should stop now, basically where I usually do, like, 6 or 7 minutes in, it's like I'm not getting anywhere, I should stop. And I was like, I'm going to pick another couple minutes. And within 20 seconds after that, the thing popped open. And I'm like,
Oh, nice.
That's exactly. It was like I've just been thinking that it was more complicated than what it was. You just have to keep picking at it and it'll open,
Yeah, those tapers can be tricky like that. I just got to keep tapping up, get them higher up into the chamber.
The key. The small taps, because if you keep giving it small taps, you're not going to overset anything, and it just will eventually open. That's the only thing that you can do to screw yourself on this lock, is if you try and take too big of a bite and overset something. If you're not greedy, it'll just open. So, Doc Machina's back. Said she had to shower off at the hospital, which is freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, my wife's a doctor as well, and she's straight in the shower when she gets home.
So, I am going to start cleaning up here a little bit. Does anybody have anything, any questions they want to ask, anything that they want to say, blah, 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 blah? My wife is wanting to order dinner, I believe, so that's our Wednesday Wednesday routine now. Since I have a Wednesday live stream, and my lock area is in her way to cook dinner. She just says,
Right.
I'm not going to, and whenever you finish, we'll just buy some food. So that's like our thing now. So she gets the day off, and I get to have a live stream. So.
I like it. What's for dinner?
Yep, exactly. Pizza.
I'll take it.
Yep, pizza.
Very nice. Oh no.
Oh, you got something going on there. That is
I did. I thought I had it open.
What is
but
that?
It's this lock. I think I was trying it last week. I still haven't opened it. I think it's a Thai lock.
Okay.
I think it's from Thailand, called the Anton.
Okay.
And it's got the pins from 3 different angles and this wacky key.
That is exactly. I think I recognize that from. Is it TO2s?
Yeah, TO2s. Yeah, he's lent it to me.
Yep,
I should
that's
probably
exactly
study
what
his
I thought
video.
I saw it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I really need lock he's lent me, so.
He came out of nowhere, just freaking picking the craziest stuff.
He has such a massive collection, so I've been pushing him to try and make videos. He just has the largest collection of locks I've ever seen. The coolest locks, like he has some of the dual custody locks. Like there's a Dom lock he has, and it's like 2 key halves, and you put the 2 key halves together.
It's like a Mission Impossible lock.
Oh, it's wild! It's absolutely wild.
That's
it's
so cool.
It's fairly rare. So it's not like 2 different key ways, just one keyway, but you have one side of the dimple and the other side of the dimple, and you put together. I think they call it split keys. It's so cool.
That is super cool. I've been freaking eyeing up. Oh, what the heck? There's a dual custody padlock I keep seeing on freaking eBay. I keep looking at, but it's like $100. I keep passing it over because who wants to spend $100 on a padlock that who knows what's even inside of it?
Yeah, fair enough. I think that's I think that split key, I think he paid nearly 500 for it. I mean, this is Aussie
Oh
dollars, so
my
you're talking
God.
like, it's about 280 US or something.
Oh, that, it's
Quite a
like
bit.
a freaking somebody that says that they have a stealth key. It's like, oh, it's like $1,000 lock. Like it's like,
Yeah.
holy crap.
Here's the key, 200, 300 euro. It's like, I can do without.
Yeah, exactly.
Now for the for dual custody, I think Artichoke is running a group buy, or he was over the last few weeks. I don't know if that's finished yet, but I know there was some type of dual custody lock he was doing a group buy for.
Oh, that's
If you
neat.
are interested, I don't know. I don't remember the price, or I don't remember the type of lock. I'd have to look on Discord.
To be honest with you, I think I need to not buy anything for a while. Honestly. 'Cause I
Yeah,
got,
I've been trying to trade. I'd rather trade a bunch of lock stuff that I've
it's
picked
not
to
a
my
bad
heart's
idea
content.
because what I get, I got a pair of cuffs recently, and I got the combi. I got the Sicuremi. I got the metal. What else did I get? Ruko 500. Yeah, I got too much stuff. 'Cause my idea was I should buy some locks, pick them, and then sell them because I don't need to keep every frickin' lock that I've ever seen in my whole life. I
Yeah,
should pick them
absolutely.
and then sell them. But then I don't want to sell them because they're cool.
Yeah,
That is
that is
what
the
it is.
problem. It's like I have 3 ASA 700s. It's like I don't need 3.
But I do need 3 because one has 4 Christmas trees in it, one has 3 Christmas trees in it, and the other one has 2 Christmas trees in it. So they're all different.
Yeah, fair enough.
I do want to get a red belt variety, one that's ginned up, completely gins. I do want to do that. That's the last 700 I want to get.
Oh yeah, one that's full gins.
Yep, one that's just 3 capers and 4 gins. Red belt, just a good, fun walk. That's the thing. I have a lot of fun picking gins. I feel like I have those dialed in. Christmas trees are still hit or miss. I have one particular 700 that I can open pretty consistently, like 85%. And then I have one that I can open 30% of the time. And then I have one that just freaking fights me to no end. And I'm lucky if I can get it to fall into a false set.
Oh, I know what you mean. I have one with some pretty tough fittings. It's really, really hard to get up and down over these pins, and with the binding orders and whatnot. It's just ping pong.
Yep. That is exactly the downfall. You find massive I want to say it's the one that you would think would be the hardest one, which would probably be this one with the gatekeeper up front. See that gatekeeper pin right in the front in 1?
Oh yeah.
That
That's
one
really low.
actually is the easiest one to pick. Where's the hardest one? I think it's this one. Don't know why. It just is.
Oh, that one looks really tough actually, because you've got very high tapered pin back there. It looks like 5 is really high.
Yep. I think it's this one. And I'm not sure if I'm not supposed to touch this one at all, or I'm just supposed to brush it. I think I just need to take it apart and progressive pin it to see what's going on.
Yeah.
But this one here I can open like 30% of the time.
Oh, that's not too bad. I've got a... This one is my favorite bidding for the 700. They're the toughest one I have.
Oh, looks like you have a gatekeeper right out front too.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Yeah, a bit of a gatekeeper. Goes up kind of high and back down.
Yeah, that looks very, very similar to mine.
Yeah, I find the higher fittings, the other two I have are a lot higher and just a lot easier to get to.
Okay.
You know, they're just a lot of high bidding, which you think would be tough, but once you get them all up there, they get open. So these two I can open okay. This one's just a fight.
Makes sense. All right. I think I'm going to be wrapping up here. Anybody have anything? Any last minute advice you need? Anything going on? Anything you want to say to your neighbor?
Fight with the dogs?
That's my wife yelling at my kids.
Oh, the kid.
I think that my daughter was supposed to take the dogs out, and she's giving her lip. So,
Uh-oh.
you know how it is. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah. Such is life.
Yep, it is. That's it
All right.
reminds me of my very, very first live stream. My very first live stream, I came on, and like 30 seconds in, I didn't realize that my mic wasn't muted. Me and my wife were both swearing. So you live and you learn, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I am gonna cut out of here. Let's say goodbye to everybody. First off, Chevy, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for having me on.
Just fun. It's just fun hanging out and talking with you. GT Man,
definitely.
thanks for coming on. Doc Machina, thanks for making the time to get here after work. Lockpicking Hippie, thank you so much for the goodies, as well as coming and hanging out with us this evening. GT Man, thanks for coming. Newhouse, appreciate you coming very much. Tequila Dave, thanks for coming. Hit me up on Discord. We'll see what we can do about getting you a card lock. Bop. Anybody else that we're missing? I think that Charles Watt, Stu, is already gone. No, he isn't. There he is right there. Stu, how's it going, buddy?
You wrote them off. Wrote them off
Thanks
too
for
early.
coming, man. Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it. Anyway, I'm going to go check on Nola, I think. Make sure he's doing okay, because I'm a little worried about him.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, everyone have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Enjoy your pizza.